Okay. Here we go. Galaxy Championships. Oh, what the fuck? Give me. There we go. Hopefully the audio is better as well. I just did turn the gain up a little bit. Um, I don't know. Why are we banning Leafeon? It's literally the most one-dimensional mon in the game. You know exactly what it's gonna do because nobody does anything interesting with it. Like I don't know why you're banning it here. Makes no sense to ban it. Um, ban makes sense. Rhydon ban is fine. Darkrai ban is mandatory. I wish we didn't overreact and give it the fucking most insanely good patch. I don't mind Arma B1. It's not like necessarily the best B1, I think. Like the Mew here is I think straight up better. But I like Arma, I think it's fine. What are you doing here? Urshi LD. Why? Yeah, I turned the gain up, so hopefully it's a little bit better on the audio. Why the fuck? I don't get why we're just suddenly picking LD. Like, zero balance changes, nothing happened to it, and its pick rate is like shot up by like 20-30%. Like, no. Because, like, I don't know. I think Blissey, because, like, I don't mind Urshi, I guess, because it, like, does have, like, Dark Bear and Blue Bear can do a bunch of different things, so I think it's fine. But, like, I don't love it. I, again, you should be picking AD either here or here, and then for some reason you just fucking go support, and then you go. Wait, why do you go support jungle? It doesn't make this rotation makes no sense. I fucking I can't. You know what? Just for the fact that you go support jungle, nah, fuck it. Both these picks suck ass. Pick like pick Mew, pick Blissey. You're in such a better position. Or pick Mew here and pick LD. I don't care. Just don't pick Urshi. Like Urshi's not bad, but why are you picking it in response to this, which is probably going in bot? Okay, Hoop is good. I mean, I think you should be picking jungle here. Because if they're going to give away their jungler, just take counter pick. Don't give them support counter pick unless you really want Umbreon. I guess. Yeah, it's fine. I don't love it. It's fine. Like, it's how I feel about these picks. I just think this is such a bad rotation that it has to mandatory be bad. Because, like, why are you picking. Okay, so Machamp. So this is top. So this is also the other problem because you gave away top lane here. Because you gave away jungle here for no reason. You didn't need to show. The useful value that you're getting out of maybe an interesting Machamp pick is now going to be nullified by just hard counter pick of whatever they want into it. Like, because what you should have done is you should have gone Mimikyu there and then go Umbreon here. But whatever. Um, I don't like it again because we're just. Why is Why is Red Side giving up counter pick on everything? They're just going to get. They're getting defender counter pick. I can't. Unless it's Machamp support. Unless. Wait, actually, Machamp support is good here. I retract my statement. Machamp support is actually very good if they stick to this. I like this. Because this is a good flex. Like if this is actually gonna be flexed, I don't think it's gonna be flexed though. I think they're just gonna fucking throw a top lane anyways. I don't love Y. I think that again, if you're gonna play a XP share, if you're gonna play carry, why are we not playing Mew? But yeah, as usual, we're just gonna pick random shit and hope it works. Um, I like both of these. I think they're pretty good. I don't love the Garchomp, but I think it makes like the only issue is like they have a pretty good like poke comp here and then here against what is like a relatively short-ranged comp. And like I don't know why you're pivoting away from that 4-5 to play like a full-on engage comp. Like it's not like it's not like it's ruining your team theming because like he can go full-on engage with fire spin, but it just feels weird. I don't know. Do they commit? Yeah, see, like this makes me just hate the pick. This makes me hate these two picks even more because like you're pivoting away from what is a relatively long range team comp into a relatively short range team comp with these three, and then suddenly you're now having to run into Zacian and Machamp and Urshi, as well as Mewtwo Y. Like I don't know why you'd want to do that. Spoiler. Okay, thank God. Blastoise pick rate just dropped heavily. We just fucking we saw the buffs and we immediately shit our pants. Okay, thank God. But yeah, I don't like if you go like any ranged jungler here and then like a defender top, I think you're in a way better position. I don't know why you're going like really short range. Like a Lapras here or again a Blastoise, anything with any sort of range is really good here. Even like a Buzzwole I think is fine. Like it just I don't like yeah. I do think genuinely, I ended up liking Red Side's draft a little bit more here. Like, I still think that this is a mistake because if you're gonna flex the Machamp, you should show it earlier, I think. Like, I think you want to show Machamp here, bait the pick here. That way you get counter pick jungle or counter pick top earlier. Because, like, okay, how do I say this? Because, like, okay, so if you're assuming that they're going to pick these things in this order, which might change depending on, how they show, but they show Arma, you respond Machamp, and then you can go AD here or you can go support again. I think it's fine. But if you have Machamp here, they would respond with Garchomp here, or they should, and then you can go AD, and then you can go so you can basically do the same rotation except you swap, you put Zacian there, and then they're going to have to show jungle here or here, right? Um, but again, this kind of assumes that they pick Garchomp there, in which case you still have to blind the Urshi. But I think that just like it puts less it puts less pressure on you getting counterpick jungle because if they counterpick jungle here, you don't get to flex this as well, I think is the issue. Like if they don't show defender, I think it's harder to use this as a flex. I don't know. I hate both drafts because they're just sequenced horribly. I genuinely do like red side better though because like Arma is really good here, insanely strong, but I can't envision the team fights playing out in a way where those two don't just immediately run at the enemy. And like even at this point, you can play a full-on engage comp with Arma, but then you're going into the Cotton Guard, Zacian Circle, plus submission, and then possibly a Dark Bear, and it's just rough. I don't think you go Dark Bear for sure though. I think you still probably have to go Water Bear this game. But if you want to make the hard read and go Dark Bear, I think that you can insta win the game if they decide to dive. Yeah, both rafts are just god awful. I hate them both. Oh, are we invading for no reason? See, this is what I mean when the laning phase makes no fucking sense. Why are we like what the fuck is going on here? Like why are we skipping this one and not these two? Like if you're gonna do that, just finish this shit and then do these two as well. Cause you're gonna be late to this contest anyways. I mean, they still do make it in time. I I need to fucking like man up and do the math on this shit because Indeeds aren't actually worth that much more early. I think this is like 100. I think the the ball toys are like 70, 80. So like it might be worthwhile to just do all four and then give this. Like I'd have to do the math on that, but I don't think that the reason that we do this is based off of any sort of deeper condensed math strategy. Anyways, oh, we just walk in and The Cub Fu lets the. This is fucking. Yeah. What the fuck is this shit? Like, why are we. Because this is what I don't get here. Because you have way better secures to Cub Fu. How do you just let him. I need to figure out. Does he just use. He probably just used his punch. That's probably it. Because he just used it, I think, off cooldown. Probably dead here, though. No, makes it out, but awful scenario. In that scenario, I guess they're counterpicking the Umbreon then, which makes it slightly better. If your plan is to invade once you see the counterpick, I think it's slightly better, but still bad. I don't know why they're doing it. Because you don't have to show anything. Mean look there is crazy. I don't get it. I feel like you just have to recall there, because now he's on like 30% HP, and he's completely piss useless. Ugh. I mean, somehow they stabilized relatively well. I think the Urshi just took the bunch to the top farm. Was not paying too much attention. Yeah, Umbreon proceeded to invade, and then like I don't know why they take mean look here. Like unless this is planned for whatever reason, but I think the foul play is just better. Because like if Umbreon's playing primary engage here, you want foul play. Like I don't think there's any reason to go mean look that is like real. Especially if you have Arma. Why are you doing mean look with Arma? Because you just have all the AoE stun you need there. Like you don't need more CC. At least in terms of like area lockdown. The run back is crazy. I don't know. I think you can get away with invading early game, but in the mid game when you're just a solo defender, does manage to live. Yeah, I don't know. This is why I don't like people talk about like the greater East Asia as if it's like some sort of undefeatable beast, and then you look at this shit and you're like, what the fuck? At least they're like sort of cohesive somehow because the Arma decided to go fire spin, but like I think at this point you just man up and accept that your draft is completely fucked and you just go snarl here or you go foul play here and armor cannon there and then you just play it out like a man or a woman. I don't know what the players are, but like this is like I think that mean look is really bad here because like it doesn't actually do anything now. I think because you don't need more CC. I feel like because you're just trying to play rush down, and if you're not running them down anyways, you're kind of dead. And so I think just moving them back into your Arma is way more useful. Oh, Trick Room. Okay, I actually do like Trick Room though. I feel like that's a good setup here. Cause like it's very useful to make sure that he can actually do things in the rundown. It's also Trick Hoopa. Yeah, I mean, we'll see. I'm really like, I think I'm mostly paying attention to the Machamp this game because I think this is my proof of concept that I've been looking for about this type of support. But I also think this is like a really bad angle for it. And I think I said in my tier list video, I think Machamp is the worst support if you're gonna play all rounder support. Like stuff like the not the Urshi, the stuff like the Mewtwo and the Buzzwole I think are just way better. You got just no way to get in. But like why are we this is what I don't get. Like why are they taking the 4v4? Like there is no pressure here if they get this, they have no pad pressure, I feel like. Cause like only Mimikyu has ult, and like that's not an AoE ult. The only other person with ult is bot lane. Like, don't you want to just leverage like you want to just leverage the fact that you have no need to force here? Like even if they break pad, it's not the end of the world. I don't think it matters. Yeah. I think Trick Room is really good. Not just for the damage reduction though, because doesn't it do something for slows? I think it just can't be slowed in there, and that's like I think that's very useful as well. I think that it's just very good for a comp that's kind of squishy to have more tankiness in it. Because like here's the scenario: if you're going to lose the team fight anyways, just give pad. I think like just don't fight it because like you'd have to put up some sort of fake resistance, but like you just let Regieleki come in, and as long as Regieleki doesn't touch tier 2, I think you're fine. Cause like you just send probably like 3 bot, I think is the ideal number. Like you do, like you stay top, probably you stay top, and then these 3 go bot, and then from there you just have these 2 make sure that Aleki has to go into tier 1. Like basically just don't let them score and break tier 1 and then have it push further. And then from there you can just send 3 people bot. You have a 3v1 bot, and that allows you to actually like get some counterplay on the map. You know, you can like steal enemy jungle, you can do neutral, you can push pad if you want to. I think it's probably a bad idea, but you could. Because like now you're, I think, kind of fucked. I do appreciate that the Zacian just kind of walks into the enemy jungle for free. Yeah, we need to blood sacrifice to the Regieleki. I mean, the Zacian is really strong, and it could carry this game. The bigger issue is just that it has not been put in any sort of a position to succeed. Also, the thing I hate about Machamp here, and it just finally occurred to me, I couldn't figure out what it was. It's just a worse Mamoswine. That's what it is. Like, the way that they're using it in this team composition is just as a Mamoswine functions, but it is just a worse Mamoswine here. And that's why I think I hate it, because it's just like not getting any value for what it's useful for. That's also why it's the oh, hello? Is that the end of game 1 then, I guess? Oh wait, maybe? Oh no, this is it, okay. So we cut back in and suddenly red side want to fight. Okay. Zacian scoring there, I think it's fine, but it feels rough because now he's dead, yeah. I mean, what, is that a, basically a full level for the Garchomp, right? Oh no, it's not that much. Oh, it is basically a full level for the Garchomp. Yeah, like that's not worth it. Pause. Uh, yeah, I think that whatever stream they had probably just cut out the observer feed. Why did the Z like okay, so the Zacian gets what? How much XP here? So the Zacian gets 31 times 10, 310, 350 XP. How much is that actually in like okay. So that's like a quarter of a level. And then the Garchomp gets a full level from killing him. Yeah, okay. That is definitely worthwhile. Like, get out of here with this shit. Like in any world, that's not a reasonable play. It's minus EV, and I don't get why we're like, like nobody's like, oh, it's like that's an inting play. I don't. It's just like if you're a teammate there, you're gonna be like, no, what the fuck are you doing? You're 2 levels up. You're the strongest member of our team, and you're giving them free XP. Because imagine if this Garchomp was level 11 instead of level 12 right now. I appreciate them not contesting the rock for no reason though. That's good. I mean, no more neutrals spawn, right? I don't remember. No, I think Regieleki will. Was it at 3:30 or was it at 4:30? I don't remember. Okay, so Aleki will spawn with like what, 15, 10 seconds basically, so not a whole lot of time. It's fake news. Okay. Um, why is red grouping topside? What are you doing? What? Oh, also, when did they get their bot pad broken? Second tier. What the fuck? Never punished. Me look actually came in clutch. But yeah. Oh, okay. Like, why are we just grouping as 5 and sitting in top bush? There's no pressure. Like, what's the plan? What's your end goal? I don't get it. You want to just, you're just trying to giga flank? That's it? Oh, they just int into you. What would you, I don't get it, because, like, what if blue just hits Ray? Like, if they just hit Ray here, you can't get over the wall. Because, like, the only people that have dashes are these two. I guess Mewtwo technically has teleport, so he could get over the wall, but, like your support and your tank can't get over the wall. Why are you just get lucky that they decide to walk all the way around and, like, you find a free, like, you just find a lucky timing and that's your end goal? Thank goodness Red loses this team fight. Because if they won, I would have given up on it. Like, you're not, also when you're standing up there, you're not even leveraging any of your strengths, which is that the fact that your Zacian is insanely powerful. So you want to just, like, set him up to carry you. And the best way to do that is to force a dive, I think. Well, this game is over. I'm just fucking done with this. This game sucked ass. Wait, what? Wait. 21 seconds. Oh no, there's no way. because they get a 80 over cap and then they can't score bot at all. Yeah. Okay. It'll be interesting to see if Red actually adjusts at all for game 2 or if they just move away from the strategy and then think that what? Okay, so they swapped sides, but we run the exact same pick van back until 4-5. Okay. Um, sure. I guess that we're just playing scrims now. Okay. I like the adjustment of the tree at least. I think that's slightly better than the Machamp here. It's not great, but it's better. Why? I'm gonna lose my mind. I'm gonna lose my mind. Why? Why are you running it back? You're on the opposite side too. You don't need to do any of this. Like you can just not play the god awful champions. Cause like what in what world are you forced to pick LD or like Dragonite? Like I have the same thoughts about this draft, which is like it just sucks. There's no reason to pick any of these Mons in the order that they're picking them. Like the only like this is a good pick. I think these two are still pretty good picks, although I don't love that you're not trying to counterpick a jungler. But like you're just gonna give them also like is your strategy is blue is to just copy their comp? Like that's it? Okay. Like get the I don't even want to break down this draft. It's an abomination to God. Why are you running it back? And why are both teams opting to run it back with swapped comps basically? Like it makes no sense. Like neither of these were good drafts. And we're just gonna run them back? And like you just watched the enemy get whooped. Like you just whooped them on this comp. So you just like you're just egoing and you think you're better? Is that it? Like that's the only reason to ever do this. Okay. So the changeup is actually they put the Kung Fu in top lane, and then they have the Dragonite jungle. There's also no invading from blue side, so Hoopa got his passive canceled, which is unlucky. It'll be back up fast though, because it didn't grab the berry at all. Um, yeah, okay. I mean, Armourouge hits 5. We got Fire Spin online. 16, 16. Okay. So they either 18, 16, 16. So we either got all three of the small ones and the big one, and yeah, they had all three or the big one and two small and one small. So not a bad haul for either team. That's a top side seems to be going very well. I am not a fan of the. I don't know why Dragonite's doing the second clear. I feel like you want to put it top side because it can actually farm. And then let the Urshi do a clear to actually get some farm. But people hate swapping out jungles, so. Anyways. We're gonna have a mid fight. Okay. What are we looking at for neutrals here? They got one small. This Mimikyu dead. Why did he leave his safety space? But okay. I mean, yeah, I guess it's really weird to me watching this second game because I feel like Red is just admitting that their draft was bad and then they're just gonna pick the opposite team's draft and then they're gonna win with it because they know that their draft was bad. Because like this is also a skill difference, but yeah. Okay. I mean, Dragonite just secures, and now we're back in the neutral game. At the very least, it's less throwy from the. Why are we pushing? Just let the Regieleki come in, and then you're chilling. Yep. Okay. I mean, they're just fighting for no reason again. Like there is no reason to attempt that fight. I think. And now your top pad is going. Okay. I mean, them breaking top pad is I think pretty bad. So at the very least, that's good for blue side because the point difference is still in the minutia, and so you still have a lot of space to do stuff with. Um, yeah, yeah. I think that in this scenario, I think it should just be blue side winning again. Like I don't know, it's just hard to. I hate both of these drafts, and I hope they both lose. I guess because the biggest thing is like last game, it felt like team fight wise, it was really hard for Red to do much. And like I feel like they're in a worse spot this game, at least in terms of XP, because it's just gonna slowly pull towards blue, given that they have the like top pad broken, so they're gonna get the triple Indeedee respawn. And they're also just gonna break tier two. I mean, I don't think you need to go for this that hard. Okay. How much how much XP was this worthwhile for the Urshi? Okay, so it's basically half a level, so yeah, not worth. It's just like a really consistent theme, and again, I might be just underrating pad value, but I don't really think I am to be honest. Like all of this XP trade for like pad breaks just never seems worth. Like it always just seems more like you're giving away a bunch of XP for free and then not actually gaining anything in return. Army getting one there is nice. Nobody's going up top though, which is okay. They got it figured out, so there will no longer be any issues with top lane. I don't. Why are we always going mean look again? Okay. Hoop used 330. Yeah, okay. So if this is how the team fights are supposed to play out, why didn't it play out like this last game? I guess it's a lot harder when the Machamp is complete ass, because the trio was a big factor. Like the ability to peel there helps so much, because like you can see them run into the tree and then it's walling them so hard. Even then, they're still in a pretty good spot. Like they've entered, I think like one and a half, two. They entered like two fights really, but they got like one and a half fights worth of kills. So it's definitely an interesting scenario here. Um, Again, you don't need to force a neutral objective here. There's not a yeah, like okay, so it's basically if Tree can get a big disengage off or do any sort of prevention. Um, like it's hard for them to do anything. And so like in this scenario, why aren't you just going top? I don't know. And what the fuck? You also get Mega out. Tree's gonna be staggered until basically spawn of Ray. Yeah, I don't. Okay, so the Mimikyu just dance, and then what? What the fuck is this team fight? Okay, so I don't know what the fuck this shit is. Because Mew pops the ult, Armor pops the ult. And it looks like this the Garchomp ult is the thing that gets a lot of value here. You can see it right there. I think that's the final slash. And then the D-Knight ult just kind of drops down, doesn't really do much. And then after this, the tanks just kind of tank it out. Like they just don't have enough damage to get through the front line, it feels like. Because like even then that was a 4v5 scenario and somehow you're still behind in your ability to do fighting. And yeah. I don't understand this because there's no way that like the drafts are this bad and yet you're willing to replay it and like and you get a different outcome both times when like team fighting was not great, but I don't think it was like a like they won team fights both times, so I don't understand why they're running it back. It doesn't make any sort of sense. And then they just run it back and they decide to just play what is approximately the exact same game out for literally zero reason. Like no understanding of like the conditions that created what they were. Yeah, okay. I'm glad to be out of that series. That was awful to watch. I don't understand what we're looking at here.